So once you break, you look at who owns everything that's talking. Because when they talk, you got to know who owns it. Because how they talk is based on who owns it. All right, so everybody, you see one of these on St. Louis. See, one day we're going to have a meeting. And to get in the meeting, you got to bring the board of directors of your utility company, board of directors of your insurance companies, board of directors of your major banks, board of directors of the major corporations in your area. That's the Archie Daniels Midland around here. APM? That around here?
Yes.
Yeah, Trial Island, big town. That family was ruthless for hundreds of years. To get in the meeting, you have to bring your white person categorized. What it costs to get in? Knowledge of your whereabouts. Not your whereabouts, but who's about you. You see, if that became the standard, then we would all have it. We know the triple doubles on the basketball. We know a whole lot of who got the cabinet or who's up for a Grammy, but we don't know who got the power. And if you're ever going to affect or oppose who got it, God damn it, know who they are. You're not going to rule them in an invisible way. But I did say last night, I told this story I saw on that tape. When that tape looked good from last night, I told that story about if you could just hold your position, things are going to fall back and get closer to the top. You don't even have to go up top, just things are going to fall back and get closer to you. And what happened is that, talking about them all the people lined up, them little soldiers, it was three stooges, and the dude said, I want 3 people to volunteer for a mission. And everybody stepped back with the 3 stooges. They didn't try to volunteer themselves, but just by holding their position, they ended up in the front. And we talked about that last night. Now, everybody should have some of these. You should have Fortune 500. You should know Fortune 500, which ones are in your area. That's what you would be responsible for. I got a bunch of books here. You got the 400 richest people. You take and find all the ones in your region. You look for everybody. The Forbes billionaires, there are 1,000, I checked this out. There are 1,125 billionaires in the world. Okay? You with me there? There are 6 billion people in the world. 3 billion live on less than $2 a day. There are 6 billion people in the world. 3 billion of them live on less than $2 a day. There are 1,125 billionaires in the world and only 9,000 millionaires. What are we doing? You see something funny going on? That is just a few of these suckers getting all the cash, and the rest of us is eating shit. And when we figure out we got them outnumbered, there's no reason why what they do should continue. Look, they show you the trick. Cincinnati, blacks are 55% of the people, but they still got 10% minority set aside. Now, what am I saying? You understand what I just said? That black people are bigger in the population, but they still got minority thinking. Same thing here. Yeah, that. Wait till we get to the census. St. Louis County. It's one of the few counties in the South that got majority black population. See, to do the factor, which we're going to talk about, you got to know your census. So the day I was looking at stuff around here, where I am, I look at this black small town, how many Latino, how many black, and I take the Google and find out where they at. And everywhere we're trying to do the factor, you have to know your area. I got the census on New York's area, Chicago area, Atlanta area, Baltimore area. Because the people in those areas are studying their populations, because when you get movement, you move your people where you already know they are. Obama's organization was a Chicago-style door-to-door knock-em-up. In Chicago, you go door-to-door. In LA, you email. I've been in LA 5 years. I ain't seen one politician or aide to one come to the door. They don't do that out there. They buy commercials, email people. Hold a press conference, get the little black person. So we had to keep up with that. But this is the FM radio, FM commercial, AM radio, daily paid newspapers, commercial television stations tell you who on KTVU all the names of the banks that took the money out the top. Here's an article that appeared in the LA Times, showing that up until this point, they had given out 8.5 trillion. But what it said in the public, it sounded like it's been about 3 trillion. But it's been a lot more than the people knew. And here are the list of the names. I'm sure there's some St. Louis banks on here. What are some of the banks in St. Louis?
Commerce,
JP Morgan Chase,
Pulaski,
Citibank, all the ones and someplace else are here too.
and all the credit unions, of course.
Is the black bank still on? Huh?
Do we have a black bank?
Yes, it's still working.
What black bank?
It's still black. Don't nobody shop there.
Oh, we got, well,
Huh? Is it still a black bank? It isn't.
black faces, but red.
No, I mean, I don't know, it's not true. Okay, it is. So Gateway is in there? Go ahead, tell them again. Somebody asked you.
You said Gateway Bank? And Gateway Real Estate? What was the other bank?
Last night I was making a statement about organizations and I misstated something. I want to make it correct on that. There are 4,300 religions. 4,300 religions in the world. 20 of those religions have more than 1 million members. 8 of those religions, of those 20, have more than 100 million members. So it's 4,300 religions. 20 have more than 1 million members. 8 have more than 100 million members. And 2 got more than 1 billion. Islam and Christianity. And anybody who knows the time and the place, they understand what I just said out of this scheme thing. Now, let's go about military.
Check.
There are 200 militaries in the world. There are about 189 countries, and they do in about 11 tribal structures. So there are 200 militaries in the world. 20 of them, let me get the exact. 20 of them have the ability, 35 of them got standing armies over 500,000. 20 got the ability to deliver a missile. 9 got the ability to deliver a nuclear missile. Only 1 got the ability to go 1,000 rounds and never stop. This one. So this is the biggest military power ever, but they always claim they fight for somebody. Sometimes. World billionaires, that's the brother with the circles on his shirt. We talked about it last night. Here's the census information and the factor. The factor is a response to. Now, some of you can see the factor. You can see the whole tape factor on the internet. You can see that tape on the internet.